So many videos and gurus online teach you to invest all of your money and save nothing. But this is terrible advice. The issue with most people who complain and blame everything around them is they're lazy as f***. The next money belief keeping you poor is believing that you can get rich off a normal 9 to 5. And I don't mean this to trigger you, but you won't. Over the years, I've noticed a phenomenon that's fascinated me, but yet nobody seems to talk about it, is what I believe is one of the secrets to having huge success or achieving nothing at all. You probably do it every day without realizing. Any idea what that might be? Well, it's actually about staying true to your own character that you define for yourself. So many people limit themselves by saying things like, I'm not good at X, so I won't even try, or I'm an all or nothing type of person. But here's the thing, by speaking those words aloud, you prevent yourself from even trying, which kills any potential for growth. And the truth is, sometimes you have to become the persona that's required at that particular time in your life. It's all about being flexible and willing to adapt. And speaking of beliefs, did you know that beliefs can play a huge role in your financial situation? In this video, I'll be sharing 8 reasons why your beliefs are making you poor. Believing money is evil. Have you ever thought, what would people think if I had lots of money? Well, if you have, then you might already be holding yourself back from financial success. Hear me out, because some people believe that having too much money is wrong or that rich people are greedy, but that's not true. Money is just a tool that can help you improve your life and the lives of others. It's a byproduct of the level of positive impact you bring to the world. Think about it this way. If money was truly evil, then why do we use it to buy things like food or shelter and clothing? Money's like a hammer or a screwdriver. It's a tool that can be used for good or bad things. It's all about how you use it. If you believe that money's evil, then you might be scared of making it. And that fear can hold you back from reaching your full potential and achieving financial freedom. So instead, try and see money as a tool that can be used for good. The more money you have, the more you can give back and make a positive impact in the world. So don't let limiting beliefs hold you back from financial success. See money as a tool for positive change. The second belief keeping you poor is believing that you're not good with money. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to push yourself to the limit because you had no other choice? I bet you have. And it's in those moments where you can achieve some remarkable things. If you want to build a successful business, you need to be able to adapt to changing conditions. That means you can't stick to self-limiting beliefs that you've created for yourself. I hear all sorts of excuses from people like there's not enough time, or there's not enough customers, or not enough ideas, or not enough money, and not enough good men or women, but those are total BS excuses. The truth is, the world is a big place with more than enough of everything to go around. If you don't have a good relationship with money and believe that you're not good with it, you're less likely to put in the effort and hard work required to make sales and profit. But if you believe that you're good with money and that you have the skills to manage it, you'll be more likely to take action and make sales and profit. It's all about having confidence in your abilities and being motivated to reach your financial goal. These self-limiting beliefs are counterproductive and won't serve you well in business. One limiting belief is thinking that you can't handle money. Maybe you've made some financial mistakes in the past, but that doesn't mean you can't learn and improve. With the right knowledge and skills, anyone can manage their money effectively. Instead of saying things like I'm not good with money and defining yourself that way, you should give yourself the opportunity to grow into the person who is good with money. By changing the way you speak, your actions will follow. That will change your outcomes. It's a simple but powerful shift in mindset that can make all the difference. Third belief keeping you poor is believing that you can't afford to save. I know saving money can be tough when you're living in a big expensive city, but it's important for your financial security. Many people think they can't afford to save, but that's not always the case. You can start by creating a budget and keeping track of your expenses. Look for areas where you can cut back and put that money into savings instead. Even if it's just a small amount, it can make a big difference in the long run. And the truth is, saving money is a choice, and it's up to you to decide how much you want to save. By choosing to save a little bit each week, you'll be prepared for emergencies and unexpected expenses. It's all about shifting your mindset from I can't afford to save to I choose to save so I can be financially prepared. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. The fourth belief keeping you poor is believing rich people are just lucky. Your mindset and habits are what shape your life, whether it's good or bad. If you have unhealthy habits, it can lead to negative results that reinforce your belief that you can't do it. But if you have healthy habits and see positive results, it reinforces the idea that you can do it and builds your confidence. So break the cycle of negative reinforcement and start creating a positive environment that motivates you. Have you ever thought that rich people are just lucky and that's why they're wealthy? Well, let me tell you, that is not the case at all. Most self-made wealthy people have worked hard and made smart decisions time and time again. They've learned the skills and habits that lead to financial success and put them into action. If you believe that rich people are just lucky, then you're probably not going to take the necessary steps to become rich yourself, right? You're going to sit back and allow the world to dictate and control your fate. Think about it. Nearly every poor person you know is stuck in a perpetual circle of modern day slavery. They live paycheck to paycheck and never think bigger than their hourly wage. They blame the government for all of their problems but do little to nothing to change their situation. Their lives are given to them by a governing body who tell them where they can live, what they get paid, and when they have to go to work. All of this is for pennies. While the rich often get to choose how they make their living, and they often don't work for an hourly wage but see the bigger picture of building wealth. They choose when they go on holiday, with who they spend their time with, and most importantly, how they spend their time. The rich live their life by design. They are the orchestrators of their life. The poor, on the other hand, are the puppets living in modern day slavery. And it may sound harsh, but think about it rationally. What I'm saying is happening every day right in front of your own eyes, and you know it. I know some people who always complain about being broke and blame everything around them for their problems. But the truth is, you are responsible for every decision you make. If you don't like your job or partner or your weight, you have the power to change it. So stop complaining and start taking action to make things happen. Don't wait for luck to come to you. Create your own luck by making the right choices and putting in the effort. Remember, if you had a real need, like a starving family to feed, you do whatever it takes to make that money. If you had to run miles to get water, you'd make that journey. If you had to defend your little sister from bullies, you train to be strong. The issue with most people who complain and blame everything around them is they're lazy as The moral of the story is luck will never come to you. You have to make your own luck by putting in the effort and making the right choices time and time again, until the chances of getting lucky become higher. The next belief keeping you poor is believing that you have to work hard to make money. Now, most people believe that in order to make money, you have to work yourself to the bone and give up everything else in your life. But the truth is, some of the wealthiest people actually take time off and enjoy their lives while their businesses continue to make them money. And this is because they work smart, not just hard. But don't get me wrong, working hard is still important. It's just that working smart can help you get there faster. There's lots of different ways to make a good income, but not all of them require you to work all the time. For example, let's say you have an online business where you sell a product. If you believe that you have to work hard to make money, you'll probably spend all your time crafting the product, marketing it, and answering customer questions. But what if you focused on finding ways to make your business run more efficiently? You can outsource some of the tasks that you don't enjoy, like marketing or customer service, so you can spend more time creating your product and improving it. So by working smarter and not harder, you can make more money without sacrificing all of your time and energy. If you think that you have to work hard to make money, you'll probably be more afraid to take risks, and you'll probably be worried about failing or losing money, and that can hold you back from growing your wealth. But taking calculated risks can actually help you reach your financial goals faster. For example, your business could invest in advertising or hire a social media influencer to reach a larger audience. These investments can bring in more revenue. The next belief keeping you poor is believing that you have to wait until later to start saving. So many videos and gurus online teach you to invest all of your money and save nothing. But this is terrible advice. Those people that say this already have a massive surplus of cash that they could live on for the next few months or even years. But I'm willing to take a hunch that your situation is different and you don't even have a year's worth of savings to live on, right? Do you ever think about saving money for the future? It might seem like you got plenty of time to start, but the truth is, the sooner you start, the better off you'll be. See, time is one of the most important factors when it comes to building wealth. If you start saving even just a small portion of your income each month, that money can grow and accumulate over time, providing you with a safety net in case of unexpected expenses. And if you start saving early, your money will have more time to compound and grow, which means you'll end up with even more money in the long run, and you'll thank thank yourself later when you're older and have a nice little nest egg to fall back on. See, most people live paycheck to paycheck because they don't save and spend too much on things that they don't really need. But if you aim to save at least 6 months worth of expenses, you'll have a much better chance of weathering any storm or emergency that comes your way. So why not start now? Your future self will thank you for it. The next belief keeping you poor is believing you have to follow rituals to start your day successfully. Do you ever feel like you need to follow a bunch of crazy rituals to get things done? You know, like the meditate for 30 minutes or do 100 push-ups or drink a particular kind of organic green coffee and so on. Well, guess what? These rituals are just holding you back from being productive. If you need all of these rituals just to get started on a task, doesn't that make you weak? You don't need all of that stuff. Sure, these rituals can be helpful for people who lack the skills to focus or get things done, but assuming you're past that point, you don't need them. I don't know about you, but I don't have the time to waste on rituals. I'd rather spend my time getting things done. If you add up all of the time that it takes to do these rituals every day, it can amount to hours. Just imagine how much work you can get done in that time. And the same goes for investing. You don't need to be rich to start investing. You can start with just a small amount of money, and the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow and compound. And personally, I believe that starting a business is the best way to build wealth. So if you're dependent on rituals, it's time to start chipping away at them and developing healthy habits. Don't be set in your ways. Be adaptable and do what you need to do to achieve your goals. Remember, you don't need all of those rituals to be successful. But don't get me wrong, all of these rituals can have their benefit, especially for people who lack the fundamental skills required to even focus on anything or get anything done in the first place. They have bigger problems. If that is you and you can't ever finish a task or do anything productive, then your bottleneck isn't starting a business, your bottleneck is you. So fix yourself first, commit to something, anything, whether that be meditating or going to the gym, etc. Just make it a routine, and once you can do that and prove to yourself that you can commit to doing something, then you can commit to starting your own business. But assuming you've passed that level and have the dedication to actually grow your business, just know that all those rituals that you hear online, you don't have to do them. When I wake up, I don't meditate for 30 minutes or go for a run or sit in front of a bunch of rainbow lights. All that is a waste of time if your time is valuable. And if anything, I'd be tired as hell after a long run. Now, this may trigger some of you who do these rituals, but just hear me out. Assuming it takes 2 hours to do all of your daily rituals, imagine how much work you can get done in 2 hours every morning instead of expending your energy on following all of your daily rituals. If there's 7 days in a week, that's 14 hours a week. And if you aspire to be a millionaire and you make $1 million a year, that's roughly $83K a month, which on a normal 9-to-5 hourly pay, that would equate to $7,280 a week. Imagine you're losing that much money every week just practicing these rituals. And remember, you don't need all those rituals to be successful. The next belief keeping you poor is believing that you have to be rich to invest. Some people believe that you need a lot of money to start investing, but that's not the case. You can start small and invest even with a small amount of money. By starting early and investing regularly, you can learn the principles of investing and how it works, which will serve you well in your later years when your wealth compounds. Investing is like planting seeds. The earlier you start investing, the more time your seeds have to grow and bear fruit. If you wait until you're rich to start investing, you're missing out on all of that time for compounding growth. The next money belief keeping you poor is believing that you can get rich off a normal 9-to-5. And I don't mean this to trigger you, but you won't. Or at least not as rich as you could be. And what I mean by that is even the best paid jobs like your traditional doctor or lawyer and banker are much slower ways to get wealthy. None will ever really earn more than $1 million unless it's your business and you get all of the profits. The moral of the story is if you want to become rich or a millionaire, there's much faster, more effective ways to get there, and that's starting and growing a business. I used to be one of those people, mind you, who studied to become a doctor, only to realize I was never going to make $100K a month doing that. I also never had anyone when I was younger to show me that there was another way. So you guys have it so good right now with YouTube and all the information that's out there that's freely available, showing you how to get rich without following the traditional path. So next time you've noticed any of the points that we've covered, I need you to snap out of it, because I'm here giving you permission to ignore that voice in your head that tells you that you can't do it. And on that note, please like and subscribe to see more helpful content to start and scale your business. And drop any questions you have in the comments below. And if there's any pressing topic that any of you want answered in the next video,